Former President Trump, who remains the odds-on frontrunner for the Republican nomination for the White House, facing intense legal pressure. Indictments in 2 cases and under investigation in at least 2 others. New charges this week in a case that accuses him of mishandling classified documents, and potential indictments in a case alleging attempts to overturn the 2020 election, including January 6th and alleged interference in Georgia, where this week barricades were placed outside the Fulton County Courthouse ahead of possible charges there. Joining us now, Alina Habba, legal spokesperson for former President Trump. Was that a shock to you? Are you bracing for the next indictment?
Nothing is a shock to me anymore coming out from this Department of Justice. As President Trump mentioned, meritless Garland. Let's be clear, this is election interference. They can't stop him. He's got 18% turned of independence towards Trump. And this is what happens when you're winning in the polls and the Democrats can't win.
Another poll, this one comes out this week, showing a majority of Americans, 51%, now do believe that President Trump did something illegal. Another 27% think he did something at least unethical. So how do you overcome that perception with jurors? That's the first step, and also with voters.
I think with the facts. So let's talk about the facts, which the American people need to know. In that indictment, the new superseding indictment that came out, which they tried to get another headline for President Trump, was facts that said that President Trump did what? What was the obstruction of justice? Because no tapes were deleted. He turned them over. He cooperated, as he always does. But they would like the American public to believe in these bogus indictments, that there are some facts that say that President Trump was obstructing justice. When he has his turn in court and when we get to file our papers, you will see that every single video, every single surveillance tape that was requested was turned over. If President Trump didn't want something turned over, I assure you that is something that could have been done. But he never would act like that.
Okay,
he is the most ethical American I know.
There are allegations about trying to get rid of surveillance video once it was under subpoena. So let me read from the indictment. This is the new superseding indictment. D. Oliveira, the property manager there at Mar-a-Lago, told Trump employee 4 that, quote, the boss wanted the server deleted. This is where the surveillance video was. You rightly say that the tapes were turned over. I mean, they're in custody of the Justice Department. But the question is, was there an attempt to try to make sure that didn't happen?
Well, let's be clear. If there was an attempt by somebody who lives in a home, take out President Trump, who owns a company, he owns it, he owns the IT, he pays for all these employees. If there was an attempt for him to not turn over documents or he wanted something deleted, do you not think that that's something he couldn't have gotten done? Let's just use common sense.
Does it sound
I think
like
the American public
an
forgets
effort
to use common sense.
I mean, that's the allegation, is that he did try to talk to these employees, and that these employees said, we may have to talk to someone else. I don't know that I can even do that.
Shannon, I know the facts, and the facts are when President Trump gets a subpoena, it goes to the organization turns it over. That is what actually happened. I've been an attorney for the president during this whole process, and I can assure you that that is not the case.